More than 2,000 years ago, on the misty hills of ancient Celtic lands, a festival was born, one that would echo across the centuries and eventually transform into the holiday we now call Halloween. The Celts called it Samhain, a night unlike any other. It marked the end of the harvest, when fields lay bare and the cold, dark half of the year loomed ahead. To them, this was no ordinary transition. It was a night when the veil between the living and the dead grew thin, a fragile barrier trembling in the autumn winds. On this night, they believed, spirits walked freely, slipping into the world of the living. Some were kind, ancestors seeking warmth by the fires of their descendants. Others, however, were restless, wandering, mischievous, even dangerous. To guard themselves, the Celts lit great bonfires that roared against the night. They wore masks and costumes made of animal hides to confuse lurking spirits. Offerings of food were left at doorsteps to appease wandering souls, ensuring they passed by without harm. In the flickering firelight, Samhain was both a celebration and a night of fear. Centuries later, as the Roman Empire spread into Celtic lands, Samhain began to intertwine with Roman customs. The Romans brought with them Feralia, a solemn festival honoring the spirits of the dead, and Pomona, the goddess of fruit and abundance. Her symbol was the apple, and from her worship grew a playful tradition you might still recognize today: apple bobbing, a game that traces its roots all the way back to Rome's mingling with Celtic Samhain. But history wasn't finished with Samhain. By the 7th century, the Christian Church sought to transform these ancient pagan rituals into holy celebrations. They established All Saints' Day on November 1st, a time to honor the saints and martyrs of the faith. The night before became known as All Hallows' Eve, a name that, over centuries, softened into Halloween. Though reshaped, the old beliefs and customs still lingered in the shadows, clinging to the night. One of those customs would become one of Halloween's most iconic traditions: the carving of lanterns. In Celtic lore, people carved grotesque faces into turnips to frighten away evil spirits, placing candles inside to light the darkness. When the tradition traveled across the sea to America, turnips were replaced with pumpkins, larger, softer, and far easier to carve. Thus, the glowing jack-o'-lantern was born. From ancient bonfires to candy-filled nights, Halloween has never lost its magic. What began as a sacred festival of survival and remembrance has become a global celebration, one of costumes, laughter, thrills, and ghostly delight. Yet beneath